In a world where everyone is moving too fast and computers seem to rule humanity, we are taking the time to slow down and appreciate Earth for all it's worth. Here at Living the Green Life, we're dedicating our time to helping you live an eco-friendly lifestyle. All it takes is a few simple changes, and we'll be here with you every step of the way. Welcome back to Living the Green Life. On our last episode, we planted green beans, tomatoes, and watermelon. It's been a few weeks, so we're going to check in on our garden. After we check our previous crops, we'll plant some new ones. This week, we'll be planting lettuce and peppers. Both of these crops are great for winter because they need colder weather to thrive.
Our green beans and watermelon are still little sprouts. They won't be ready for another few weeks. Aww. But our tomatoes are looking great. They're coming along nicely. Yeah! Now let's plant some peppers and lettuce. Just like in our last episode, we're going to take some seeds and put them in the soil. And be sure to evenly distribute the dirt. Now all you have to do is add water. Some of your seeds may have floated to the top of the dirt after adding water, but that's okay. Just push them back down and bury them. Next, you'll just want to make sure that you put them on a flat surface that gets plenty of sunlight. For the lettuce, we're going to go ahead and place the seeds in our garden bed. Dig 3 or 4 lines in your garden bed, depending on how many seeds you have. Evenly distribute your seeds in your lines and go ahead and cover them with soil. What comes next? You guessed it, just add water.
Okay, now that we've tended to our garden, let's move on to this week's project. Canning!
Canning is a method of preserving food in which the food contents are processed and sealed in an airtight container. Canning provides a shelf life typically ranging from 1 to 5 years, although under specific circumstances, it can be much longer. You will need 2 pounds of fresh tomatoes, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, 1/4 cup of salsa mix, and 2 pint serving jars with lids and bands. Prepare your jars and lids. Combine tomatoes, vinegar, and salsa mix in a large saucepan. Heat to a boil, then reduce and simmer for 5 minutes. Ladle the hot sauce into jars, leaving 1/2 inch headspace. Remove air bubbles, wipe rims clean, and center the lids onto jars. Apply bands and adjust to fingertip type. Once applied, process your canners in boiling water for 35 minutes. Voila! You now have homemade salsa that you can store for years to come.
Composting is a simple way to add nutrient-rich dirt which fuels plant growth and restores vitality into depleted soil. It's also free, easy to make, and good for the environment. Composting can divert as much as 30% of household waste away from your garbage can, and it offers a natural alternative to chemical fertilizers. For small-scale outdoor composting, enclosed bins are the most effective and practical. Alternate moist and dry compost material. Moist ingredients include food scraps, tea bags, seaweed, and other items. Dry materials are things like straw, leaves, sawdust, and wood ashes. Water occasionally and cover to retain heat and moisture. Every few weeks, give it a quick turn to aerate, and finished compost can be used in your garden for plant beds, potting, soil, and much more.
Thanks again for joining us on this week's episode of Living the Green Life.